Hey everyone, this is Jason. Thank you for joining me. So, this video is going to be about my previous factions. As you see in these two photos, they're a little different if you take a look. Look at the top right one. Give you a minute to look at it. As you can see, there are not a lot of buildings. I mean, there's a decent amount. There's a cool wall. Now, look at the one bottom left. Yeah? Now, this one is, well, it has a lot more things. Now, let me tell you about this base. This is the first base I ever made. Ever in factions. This is the first factions I ever did. So, this is how the story went on. Alright, now this video may be 10 minutes, because it's a long story. It's a very good story. And, honestly, sometimes it makes me a little teary when I tell the story. So, this is how it went. This base is called Metroids. So, one day, I'm on a server called Fanatic MC, and I'm bored. I'm like, what is there to do? I have nothing to do. And, this guy starts getting on this, just spamming this IP. I'm like, I guess I'll get it. Now, this guy gets banned instantly. And IP's going up really fast because people are typing this. It's like really crazy. So I'm writing down as fast as I can, and I got it like right at the last second. So I decided, okay, well, let me get on. I got on the server. It's prison. It's okay. I mean, it was a prison server. I really liked it. It was like the first time I ever played prison, I think. I didn't really know what it was exactly. I learned about it. I asked the owners and stuff. And if you're wondering what this server's called, it's called Hashcraft. This reminds me of hash browns for some reason. Anyway, it's called Hashcraft. Hashcraft. And, well, so this is what happened. I get on. Talk to the owners. It's pretty simple. I call up my best friend Mark and his brother Matthias. We get on. We play prison for a month. And it gets boring. I get off for a few weeks. Then get back on one day. And the owner's like, hey, Jason, check this out. I'm like, what? Factions. What's factions? I don't know. So I say, you know what? I'll check it out. So I get on there, and right next to base, I mean, it's like 10 blocks from spawn. The spawn was another portal and 10 anvils stacked up around it. And a little, I don't remember exactly what type of block. I think it was, emerald block. Like, 4 emerald blocks right where the border was. I didn't know what it was. Well, I mean, you get what I mean. It's a very stupid spawn. So, I'm like, okay. My dog just made a weird noise. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, this is a weird place. So, I go along 10 blocks. It says wilderness. Alright. Start breaking blocks. It works. I can break blocks, alright. So, I go over, and I dig a hole in this wall. And I make a little farm downstairs, stuff like that. And I go off, I find some iron, and I get iron and stuff. It took me about an hour. It took me a long time. I found some other cool stuff. There was no caverns anywhere. Like, I mean, literally, I got like a texture pack, excuse me, for like finding ore. Couldn't find anything. So after that, I went back to my base, and I finally found iron after like an hour. And I started digging around the grass. Just, I don't know, find some dirt or something. Or, I mean, those are dirt there, but you know what I mean. No, you probably don't. I was just trying to get stone. Alright. Okay? Okay. My eye is going crazy. Anyway, so after that, I'm like, alright, well, I guess I'll just, I don't know, do something. I'm digging. Boom. Right there. Alright, ready for this? A diamond block. Yeah, just 2 blocks. I think it was like this little pyramid thing. It wasn't really a pyramid. It was like a mountain that was like there's one block in the middle, like right in front of my house. I dig under a diamond block, and that's what made me find the iron to get it. So I got it. Mom told me to go to bed. So I went to bed. Next morning I get up. I get on. Now it's a Sunday. Yeah, it's a Sunday. So I get on, and my diamonds are gone. Where'd they go? And the owner's on. I'm like, where are my diamonds? He's like, oh, your diamonds? I'm like, yeah, where are my diamonds? He's like, oh. These, and he hands me all my diamonds. Now I made a pickaxe and a sword. I have like, I don't know, 7 diamonds left. No, that wouldn't be right. Pickaxe, sword. I had 4 diamonds left. I think that's right. That's right. 4 diamonds. So I was like, thank you. Gone back. Then, excuse me. That's when I made the farm that day. A little bit later, now these are Minecraft minutes. It comes to nighttime in Minecraft. Excuse me. And this guy comes up to my house. I don't remember his name. Not like in real life, in the game. He started like hitting stone outside my house so it sounded like a doorbell. I don't know. I think he opened and closed my door a couple times. I hit it. I don't remember. It was really weird. I go over. I open up the door. I'm like, "What do you want?" He's like, I mean, it sounds like it was like some animation, but no, we actually chatted in chat. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we talked, and he stayed in my house so he wouldn't be killed. And I gave him some food, and he left. And the next Minecraft night, he came back. So this was only like an hour period. And then he started talking to the owner. And they were talking. I wasn't really paying attention. I started mining some more. And he said, "Alright, get your stuff back." I'm like, "What?" He told me that we're going to go make a base. And so we go to make this base. And I get all my stuff together and go. And so it says in chat, I don't remember what his name was. He was a good guy. It said in chat something has created the faction Metroids. Now, as you can see, let's say in the top right photo or the top left, either works.
Warning. Warp core collapse at 10
that is
seconds.
my phone. That is my best friend Mark. He's actually calling on the phone right now, and this is actually a Star Trek thing. I guess we'll respond to him in a minute. But yeah. So as you see this entire land that you see here, well, what actually happened with it is this was all trees. And it was pretty crazy. And so what we did is we cut them all down. And I'm sorry. Alright, so we cut them all down. We built a few houses, and it worked pretty good. Worked out pretty good. And pretty much from there on, Mark and I just started building more stuff and getting more stuff. We made a massive wall. Owner gave us diamonds in chests. Base got ready about 4 times. First time, that little house you see, bottom right with the white, or it's a birch wood and a stone brick. That was my house. I don't have the photo of it, but actually you can see in that photo in the bottom right, bottom left, sorry, right next to a little bit of water. That same water is in the right photo, but if you see, my house is gone because we made it into a little area. And actually in this photo, my house is all the way in the back, that red one. Now, I don't have, there was one photo with this base where we even had it bigger. My house that you see in the back there, the red one, was destroyed. I still have not found out who has done it today. But really, I mean, our base was destroyed. Bottom right house on the top right photo. When it was destroyed, I actually literally cried. I know it sounds stupid to say, but I actually cried. I was so upset, so raged. And as you see in the bottom left, top right photo, bottom left building, that's our little food storage. I stayed in there, and I had a horse. I had some animals and stuff. And this is how cool these guys were. I'm not joking about this. They got my horse and took it in front, and they started chatting, like, "Give me all your diamonds, or I'm gonna kill the horse." And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And they're like, "Oh no, they didn't say that. They just said, I'm just gonna kill your horse." Take the horse in front of the door, they tie it to a post, and they start beating it with like sticks or something, and it dies. And honestly, I mean, it was pretty cruel. I mean, it's just Minecraft stuff. It didn't really matter, but for them to come in and destroy my house, it was terrible. Now, my house was destroyed 3 more times. That's when I decided, I don't need a house, okay? I didn't have a house for a long time. Actually, this is actually a sky island. There are so many stories that, I mean, I can't even imagine telling you guys. I mean, let's say, you see where the farm is? The one closest, like next to that cobblestone house. Not cobblestone house, but that's the armory. armory in both of the photos. Right behind that was a massive pit. There was like, it went all the way to that wall. It covered up all the water spot all the way to the left. This admin, alright, he dug all the way down and started raiding our base. It didn't make any sense. We got him banned. It was amazing. And so, it was like head admin too. I think he was actually the owner's brother or best friend, something like that. Anyway, I mean, there's so many stories. I can't even tell you guys. I could be sitting here for an hour. I mean, another funny story that happened, two of the stories I really badly want to tell you guys is, so, once when Mark and I were on here, the owner, well, one of the owners, Murdot777999, he set 10 blocks of sand everywhere above our base. It was unbelievable. Our entire base was covered in sand. I don't think I have the photo right now. I could find it if I went through my entire computer, but I do have a photo, and it is pretty crazy. Just imagine the entire base covered in sand. That's it. Just imagine that. It was terrible. He didn't know how to remove sand with World Edit. Yeah. So, he decides, he gives us all, like, level 1,000,000 shovels, and just says, start digging. It took us 4 hours on the game. They got all the admins on, everyone on, and I got half my faction on now. Let me tell you how many people we had in our faction. Maximum we had 25 people in our faction. When we started out, we had 4. Every single person got on recruited. We destroyed over 15 bases. We destroyed and wrecked so many people. And another story I want to tell you is, this was the first time I'd ever, well, Mark and I, we took down the Ender Dragon in this. We found the end portal, and actually I had in that building bottom right, my original house, I said that was being destroyed all the time, the Ender Dragon egg, in like this little glass case. A couple of people tried to steal it. They couldn't really get it. They didn't know how to for some reason, but I knew, of course. And they got it up on the Sky Island, and Mark and I took like half an hour to find it. We finally found it. It was so irritating. Finally we did. It was really cool. And yeah, I mean, the last thing is that we got so popular on the server, we made the server go down. We made every single person that got on this server just get off. They were sick of this server. They were so angry. They would always get raided. We would always be like, oh, we're nice and stuff, and wreck them. I still feel bad to this day. I remember the day that the server went down. Alright, it messed up. It went down. They had to reset it. Our base, alright, see this photo on the right-hand side? Top right? This photo was taken. Now, we had built on this base for 3 months, and this was the entire time during the summertime, right? And we spent so much time in this base. It was amazing. Every single day, 12 plus hours. It doesn't seem like much, but have you seen under? No, you have not. We had another massive city underground. We had a massive obsidian base, alright? We had other people in our faction get so scared that we were going to kick them out or something. They made their own little base underground and hid all their stuff, all their belongings. I mean, they were worried we were going to come in just one day and just say, like, you're out of the faction, kill them, and take all their diamonds. I mean, that's how scared they were. We were the beasts on the server. I mean, if someone messed with us, the owner banned them or something. It was crazy. The owners loved us. I mean, once I spoke too fast. I guess like I started typing too fast, and banned me. 3 times that happened. The owner's like, oh my gosh, she said, I'm shocked you were banned. That was crazy. And they told me why, and they said, I'm really sorry and stuff. And they gave us protection 10 diamond armor. 64 stacks of it. This was unbelievable. The 2 owners, Clone Man 88 and Murdot 777. I know that Clone Man's new one is Bay is cool, or Bay is Hey. I don't know, something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, we defeated the Ender Dragon. We did so much stuff on this thing. And one day, when the server was reset, now as I said, this top right photo, this was like the first week that we started, or first couple of weeks. This was like the first month. Alright? Then almost at the end, this is like the end of the second month, starting the third month. Bottom left photo, That was that. All right. Excuse me. Top right photo. Now here's the thing. When the server crashed for a day or a week, I think it was a couple weeks, they got it back on. They were set back. We had 5. No, we didn't have 5 houses. We had less than half our faction. We didn't even have a wall anymore. Now, we had a second base we built. It was maybe a quarter of the size. And we had that, and that was also gone. We actually made a wall out of diamond blocks. Alright, that's how crazy we were. Everyone feared us. I mean, we got on there like 30 factions. When we ended playing on the server, there were maybe 3 left. I mean, we destroyed every single faction that was on the server. Now that I think about it, it's really sad. I remember the day that it crashed and we decided to quit. When we left. A month later, I got back on. And they added a flatland area and played on that for a little bit. And that was it. And one day I heard from the owner, from Mark's brother Matthias, that the server was going down. I contacted the owner on email and on the server. I asked him, "Hello, man, what's happening to the server?" He informed me that the server was going to be gone in a few days. It was very sad. So, it was gone. Never got the map, everything's gone. Well guys, thank you for listening to this video. I'm going to release another couple videos about the other times. So yeah, well, I gotta go now. Mark keeps contacting me. We're going to film another video, and see you later. Bye.